Hello everyone, welcome back to Luke's Movie Talk, where I go over some of the most recent movies I've been watching. But for this video, I'll be looking at the new Netflix movie, Wendell and Wild, the newest stop-motion animation movie. But just before I get into that, I uploaded a review for Black Adam, so if you're interested, go give that a watch. And make sure to like, subscribe to keep up to date with all future uploads. Okay, so let's get into the plot of Wendell and Wild. A young girl, Kat, lives with her two parents, who run their own root beer factory. One day, after a celebration, they are driving home, and Kat bites into an apple, sees a worm, and screams. This causes her father to veer the car off a bridge. Kat ends up surviving, but both of her parents end up drowning. Over the years, Kat has become a bitter, lone teenager, in and out of juvenile hall, but has been allowed to have a fresh start back in her hometown at a Catholic girls' school. Far away, demon brothers Wendell and Wild are putting hair cream on their father, Buffalo Belzar's head. Buffalo is the devil figure and tortures souls in a theme park placed on his stomach. This was a really cool scene where we get really ghostly figures being pulled around by I think they're called jockeys, and they're just dropping them into the theme park rides, and they're having all accidents like fairground rides falling off, or they're getting flung off into the air. It's a really creative way to show a more friendly version of hell. Kat meets a wide range of strange individuals at the school, including a creepy priest, a preppy girl trio, a trans boy Raoul, and a nun, Sister Healy. While in class, Kat is suddenly given a skull mark on her hand. This alerts Wendell and Wild, who realise she is a Hell Maiden, and in a dream promise to revive her parents if she summons them. Kat needs the teddy bear in Sister Helly's desk to summon Wendell and Wild, and a witness to see. So while out, drags Raoul to be the witness when she summons them. It's revealed Sister Helly is also a Hell Maiden from the past, and is secretly working with the janitor, who is a demon hunter. We meet the Claxons, a rich and powerful family, who run prisons, and it's revealed they burned down the factory, which killed many, and have brought the land, but the last few residents won't let them build the prison. The Claxons kill the school head, Father Bests, who was the last surviving witness to their crimes. So basically, they've bought a lot of the town's land, the factory they bought, so they can try and build this prison over the town. But there's like a few residents left, like 5 or something in the council, but literally just won't let them do anything. So they're trying to get rid of them to try and build their prison. Wendell and Wild find out the cream can revive the dead, so we'll use this to help out Kat. Kat summons the two demons, but they arrive at the wrong spot. So in the meantime, they revive Father Bests, who along with the Claxons make a plan to revive the old council members. This would allow them to vote for the prison to be built, Best to keep his school, and Wendell and Wild to build their theme park. Kat confronts the two to revive her parents, but they convince her to serve them before they will do anything. We get this really cool scene where she says, "I promise," and the skull mark on her hand goes up to her face and glows this like fluorescent green. It's a really cool design to show she's kind of like half possessed, half making this promise, which I thought was really cool. Wendell and Wild revive the old council, and Raoul secretly revives Kat's parents, who she reunites with at their old family home. This is a really touching moment where Kat goes back to the house after seeing the other revived council members, saying, "Whoa, what are Wendell and Wild doing?" And she sees the light on in the basement, and she sees her parents and is just overcome with sadness and happiness and all the kind of emotions you would think after seeing your dead parents after so many years. The now zombie council members vote, allowing the prison to be built. So basically all the other members of the town have no say because there wasn't enough of them to try and outvote the 6 old members. Sister Helly and the janitor, Manberg, put Kat through a ritual to free her from Wendell and Wild's promise. Through the ritual, Kat comes to peace with her parents' death and it not being her fault. So basically, all these years she's thought because she screamed, it was her fault that they swerved off the road and crashed. And after this ritual, she's finally come to terms with it wasn't her fault, it was just an accident, which is what her parents said. Wendell and Wild end up kidnapping Kat's parents. In a twist, the Claxon's daughter, Simone, shows Bests, Wendell and Wild, and everyone how evil and scummy her parents really are. So the parents basically just want to build the prison and have the less fortunate children from the school go right into the prison to have a self-sustaining wheel of profits for their private prison. Suddenly, Buffalo erupts from hell looking for Wendell and Wild, but after seeing an art piece by Raoul, decides to forgive them. Manberg ends up returning all the captured demons, and Buffalo approves Wendell and Wild's park plans. So Manberg is the demon hunter, and all the demons he had trapped in jars were actually all of Buffalo's children, and Wendell and Wild didn't even know they had siblings, so there must be about 20 other demons that they didn't know about. Cat and the others face off with the Klaxons and bulldozers, and stop them from destroying the town. So basically, Cat ended up getting future-seeing abilities with her Hellmaiden powers, and she saw that the town was going to be destroyed, so basically they wanted to stop it before it could even happen. Raoul uses the last of the cream to revive some of the factory workers to be witnesses that the Klaxons are the ones that burned down the factory. And then the Klaxons are promptly arrested. This part was really funny because the husband basically started blaming the wife, and the wife just out of nowhere just starts strangling the husband because he sold her out. It was a very funny scene. It's revealed the cream is only temporary, so before they pass, Cat uses her Hellmaiden abilities to show her parents the future of the town and how lovely it's going to be. So this was a really cool moment where they all kind of like joined minds together and got a really nice vision of the town being rebuilt and the factory getting a new shine of paint and putting almost like a memorial to the parents. And then Cat starts to finally enjoy her new life. So I love this film. Stop animation films are just some of the best for me. I love the time and ability people have to put into these productions to make them look as amazing as they are. So as I said, I love the stop animation, and in my opinion, it's some of the best to date. So I think the most recent stop animation I can think of must have been Paranorman, or maybe Frankenweenie was the last one I saw. But this was definitely up there with some of the best. Sometimes you could even tell it was stop motion. It was like so fluid, it was that good. The amazing character designs, some were really cool, and some were extremely creepy. Like I think it was the Klaxon's mother. She was one of the creepiest characters I've ever seen. She had really beady eyes, really like thin strip hair. She was a very creepy looking character. And then some of the cool characters like Cat. I love her design of her hair and just the punk aesthetic she's going with. I just loved it. And then Cat's sad, tragic and happy story all culminated, and it was such a nice journey to see her go from the tragic start through her sad teenage years and then a kind of happy ending where she's come to terms with everything and enjoying her life now. I really love the banter they had between each other. They were very odd and funny. They had a lot of comedy moments between themselves, and it was just a fun little different feel to the movie because a lot of it was very depressing with Cat's story, but Wendell and Wild beefed it up a bit and made it a bit more fun. Enjoyed the mystery of Sister Helly, so we didn't know too much about her. We saw that she had abilities and powers, but it was nice to see her story progress and find out she's actually a Hellmaiden. She's trying to keep Cat safe. I love the music for this movie, and then Cult of Personality was the highlight for me. I absolutely love that song, but there's multiple other songs that they included in this film, and it's just a pleasure for the ears to listen to all these great songs. And then it was an interesting revival method, having the hair cream. It's not the usual kind of method, because usually it's like a drink or some kind of magic spell, but no, it was hair cream, which is a nice change of pace. And then a couple of the lower points was that at times I felt the pace was a bit overwhelming. There's a very fast-paced movie with a lot going on, multiple kind of things happening, and it's very like, here we are, next thing, next thing, next thing. It was very fast-paced sometimes, but overall I enjoyed the story. From Cat though, the vast majority of the characters got very little development, like Sister Helly. Like, we got a understanding of she was a Hellmaiden. We got no backstory, how that happened, like how did she meet the janitor, for example. So, like, we don't get any development about all the other school kids. We don't really know much about them. But overall, I think the fact that it focused on Kate was probably the best bet. But yeah, I had a great time with this movie. Stop motion animation is some of the best in my eyes, and every time I can have the opportunity to see a new movie using that animation style, I will definitely watch. And if you love that type of animation, it will definitely be for you. But yeah, that's my thoughts on this movie. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to keep up to date with all future episodes. Until next time, I will see you all later.